Readers, today we're going to talk about categorizing your notes. Go ahead and get out your reading learning intention sheet, fill in the date, the book that you're reading. Today as a reader, I am working on categorizing notes. Readers, when we talk about categorizing notes, all that means is sorting our notes and figuring out what we have notes on and what we need more notes on. And so the first step in doing that is going ahead and reading all of your notes. And so I have pictures of my notes right here. The first page is about why people came to America, how families came to America, what families brought with them, and when immigrants came to America. My second page of notes is about Irish immigrants, then the Statue of Liberty, and then German immigrants. My page on people, places, and events has Irish immigrants, Chinese immigrants, and I need to add to that German immigrants since I have notes on that. Places were Ellis Island and Statue of Liberty, and then events were the potato famine and World War I. And then on the back of my packet, I have a timeline, and then I also have a little grid that I made with dates and how many people came to America. So my second step after reading through my notes and looking at what I have is deciding what kind of categories I have. So I want you to take a minute and look at my notes. And if I look at them, I think that I have a couple of different notes on push and pull factors. And so I am going to highlight all of my notes on push and pull factors. So I know that my first note has push and pull factors in it, and so I'm going to use the gray highlight for this one. And I know that on the next page I have a few push and pull factors. So this first note on Irish immigrants is about the reason that Irish immigrants came to America. And then this third note is about the reasons that Germans came to America. And so I'm also going to highlight this note. So I know that everything that I have highlighted in gray is a push and pull factor. So I'm going to look at my other pages and see if I have push and pull factors on those pages. And I know that on this page, 2 of my events are push and pull factors. So I have those. And then on my timeline, I think I also have a push and pull factor here. And I think that's it. So readers, somewhere in my packet I would need to make myself a note that said that everything highlighted in gray is a push and pull factor. Now, let's take a peek at my notes and see what other categories are there. Readers, turn and talk to your partner about what categories you're seeing. Readers, I'm seeing 2 different things. I have quite a few dates on my in my notes, and so that might be one thing. And then another thing that I'm seeing are notes about the journey. And so I'm going to choose red, and I'm going to highlight notes about the journey in red. So that families didn't always come together. People brought what they could carry with them, and they didn't bring a lot. And then as soon as they entered the harbor by New York, they saw the Statue of Liberty. So that also has to do with the journey, and so I'm going to highlight that. Finally, readers, I might choose yet another color to talk about where people settled. And if I had a 4th color, then I would go ahead and highlight some dates, important dates. Now, while I'm doing this, it's also important that I make myself a key so that I know what my colors mean. So on the front of my packet, I would need to make a key that said that the gray was the push and pull factors, the red had to do with the journey, and the blue had to do with where people settled. Now, it looks to me as though I do not have a lot of notes on where people settled. And so I would want to go and find more notes about that. I also would like more notes about the journey. And so I'm going to also look for notes on that. So as I write those notes, I will then come back and highlight those notes in red or blue so that I know what they're for. Readers, as you read today, you are going to read through your notes. You're going to highlight or underline your notes with a different color to categorize them. Be sure to make yourself a key so that you know what the colors mean. And then you are going to look for more information in those categories or other categories. Let's make it a great reading day.